Hello, hello. I am back with another video today. And today's video is about how to stop starting over. Okay. If you've been on a fitness journey at some point in your life, you're probably very familiar with the terms day one starts Monday or day one starts tomorrow. Tell me if this sounds familiar to you. You start a new workout plan on Monday. You're feeling yourself. You packed all your foods the night before and you laid out your workout clothes and you woke up early and you made your protein shake and you went to the gym after work and you've done that 2 to 3 days in a row. And then come Thursday, life happens. You skip your workout, you cheat a little at lunch, and by Saturday, you've completely thrown in the towel because, Friday was a shit show. And you promise yourself that you'll start again next week. How many of you have been there? So that was the exact loop that I was in for years, where day one starts tomorrow, and then day one would come, and then like the next day I'd find myself saying it again. And every day it's just the same old thing. Just eating whatever I wanted, not working out, not doing the thing I was supposed to be doing. Um, and that's why I want to teach you guys what was that shift that finally happened that made me stop doing that, that finally freed me from starting over again and again, so that you can stay in the game long enough to actually finally get to the goal, to actually finally eventually become her. When I first started my fitness journey, I thought success was about finding the perfect plan, the magic diet, the right workout program. But here's what I discovered is that you can have the best strategy in the world, but if your mindset isn't locked in, you'll sabotage yourself every single time. And that's why I say diets don't work. They don't really work, honestly. And the reason you keep starting over isn't necessarily because you're lazy or you're weak. It's because you're missing the most important thing of all, which is actually the identity shift. And that identity shift is what turns this into a lifestyle and not a temporary project. And that's the most important thing I want you to take from this is that, first of all, if you're going to follow me, if you're going to be on this journey, this isn't just like a one-time thing. This isn't just a 30-day plan or 60 or 90-day thing that you do. No, I'm talking about making actual permanent lifestyle changes that happen over time in a very sustainable manner that doesn't affect your happiness in doing so. And it's not some magic pill that comes with any side effects. So, yes, is this going to take a little bit longer? It might. It depends on you. But what I believe is it needs to be a slow integration into your life in a very seamless manner. So it's like you don't even notice that you're doing the things until one day you realize how many good habits that you've stacked on that have finally gotten you to where you want to be. But it was a slow integration into your life. And that's why I genuinely believe that my method works and that I believe anyone can achieve whatever body goal that you have, you can achieve it. And for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Nellie Christine. I recently wrote the book Sexy Rich Body. I'm very proud of it, and it basically documents my own personal journey and what about my journey can I take and relay to you that can apply to anyone who also wants to achieve their dream body, their dream goals, and ideally, essentially become that girl, that woman that you've always wanted to be. Um, so once you have had that shift, that mindset shift of this isn't just like a diet, this isn't just a 30-day thing or a 90-day thing, then you finally realize that you stop quitting it. You stop waiting for Monday. You just keep going, even when it's messy. Why? Because I've built that into the program. You falling off the wagon is part of it. You having a cheat meal or having a weekend bender is all part of your life and your journey, and we account for that. We make room for that. That's why I say it's sustainable, because this is not about perfection. It's not about you being perfect from day one. Absolutely not. Lord knows I, even after writing a book about diet and fitness, I still have my moments. I don't even call it a moment. I genuinely don't even call it a moment where I'm like, no, I make choices. Sometimes I make good choices. Sometimes I give myself the grace to make the bad choices. That's all part of it. I am not perfect by any means. If you go to my freezer, I have ice cream in my freezer. I have Jello in my fridge. I have chocolate. I will eat chips. I still go out to eat. This is all part of it. But I do have a method of, getting there in what I believe to be a sustainable, very easy path of doing it. Now, granted, it took a few years to finally get to where I wanted to be overall. But you know what? Even when I finally got to where I thought I wanted to be, guess what? A new vision came to my mind. A new idea of her came into my mind. And then I had the next goal to work towards. In fact, that's where I'm at right now is I achieved the first vision I had for myself, which was I wanted to be fairly, kind of like leaned out. I had a certain weight in mind, and then I did it. And then guess what happened? I wanted to take it up a notch, and then I wanted to get to my next dream body goal. And then I did that. And now I'm on to my third dream body goal where I want to be a little bit more filled in and I want to grow my booty. And that's kind of what I'm on right now. So your ideal vision of her might even change overall. And with that, your diet will change. Like right now, I'm eating way more than I did when I first started. Why? Because my goals have changed. So I'm eating crap that you would never expect me to eat. And I'm okay with that because that's the season of life that I'm in right now. I'm working towards a different goal, and that's what we're doing here, right? But the point is that it is a journey. It's not a start, stop, start, stop, start, stop kind of thing. Like you're gonna have moments where you fall off, and that is okay. You're meant to. Your journey is going to look like this. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. But every time you go up, you're going up closer and you're trending upwards towards your goal. So let's be real. The start over cycle, it can be a confidence killer. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you train your brain not to believe you. And most women think that they need more motivation, but no, babe, you don't need more motivation. You just need really good habits. You need a strong enough desire, and you need to hold yourself accountable. And that's it. It just comes down to building the habit, building the muscle. Because when you build the habit, then you show up even when you don't feel like it. You're choosing the aligned meal even when no one is watching. Can I just pause right there and just say, how much does that resonate with you? Choosing the aligned meal even when no one is watching. How many of you have snuck in that extra cookie or that bag of chips when no one was watching, thinking to yourself, well, did I really eat this bag of chips if no one saw me? I've been there and I still do it to this day. I still will eat the bag of chips and pretend like it didn't count because no one saw me do it. But also saying no to the distraction when it would be easier to say yes. The sexy rich body mindset is about becoming the woman who does what she says she's going to do. And that's how you stop from starting over. And how do you become that person that says she's going to do what she's going to do? It's just about, again, making the decision, building the habit, and having the discipline to keep going even when you don't feel like it. And this is the secret. Stop treating fitness like a goal and start treating it like an identity. When something is part of who you are, you don't negotiate with it. You don't ask yourself, should I go to the gym today? No, you just go because that's who you are. When I travel, when I go on vacations, I work out all the time. It doesn't matter what I got going on. I will still get my workout in because that's just who I am. That's what I do. I'm the kind of person that works out every day, even if it's just a small little walk. Because again, it's not about perfection, right? It's just about excellence and showing up and becoming that person and then doing the things that make you be that person. Because think about it. You don't try to brush your teeth, you just do it. You don't restart your teeth brushing journey every Monday. No, you get up and you do the damn thing every single day. Why? Because it's a habit and you don't even think about it anymore. And that's how I've made working out. I get up and I go to my walk every single morning, like without fail. It's just what I do. I get up and I just do it. I get up and I do it. And that's just what it is. It's to me, it's as easy as brushing my teeth. It's as ingrained in me as brushing my teeth is now. And the same goes here. You stop starting over when the habits stop being temporary rules and start being part of your DNA. Like if you were to cut me right now, I would bleed like walking, like workout, exercise. It's literally part of my DNA at this point. And one of the biggest reasons we quit is because we think if we mess up once, we've ruined everything. How many of you have done that? Where you had a cheat meal when you weren't supposed to because you were on this very rigid diet plan. And because you had that cheat meal, you're just like, F it. And then you just, you know, go off the rails the whole weekend. I've done it. Like it's a very, very slippery slope. And I don't diet like that anymore. I used to be on those diets where it was like a very, very strict diet. And if I cheated on the diet even once, that was it. Then I cheated again and again and again. So you can't do that. When you trip up, you get back up the next minute, not next Monday. That's how you build momentum instead of losing it every time life gets messy. Because again, this is a journey. It's okay to have that bite. If you really want it, go for it, babe. You want that cake? You want that dessert? Go for it. I grant you permission. But what's going to happen is, all right, okay, maybe you had pizza for lunch. That's fine. Just have a cleaner dinner. the mindset, the sexy rich body mindset, it's about resilience over over perfection. Okay, guys? So, how do you actually stop from starting over? A few tips that I recommend is number one, commit smaller. Make a really small goal. And this small goal is the smallest goal I can think of. And I will never stop telling you this is go for a walk every single day for a minimum of 5 minutes. But you have to do it. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, you have to go every single day. Do not skip days. I'd rather you be a person that goes for a walk every single day for 5 minutes a day than be the person that jogs for 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week. I would just rather you work on building that muscle, even if it's less intense, even if it's for less time, but you're slowly becoming that person. You're slowly building the muscle, that habit, and you're becoming your identity is shifting. Because that person who only jogs 3 times a week, they have more of a propensity to skip because they're not in the habit of going every single day. So if that one day they get really busy and they've, in their mind, they always commit 30 minutes, but 30 minutes is like too much for them to handle that day, guess what happens? They'll skip it. But you, as someone that you promise yourself, you will go every single day, you know you can fit in 5 minutes. Everyone can fit in 5 minutes. Everyone. Even if you forgot, you can still literally walk back and forth in your house for 5 minutes. You're literally just counting to 65 times. Like it's not that hard. And the next thing is focus on the next choice. So what? You made a bad choice. It's fine. It's okay. Don't spiral just because you made a bad choice. Just choose the next best option for yourself. Maybe go 10 minutes to make up for that. And thirdly, track your wins. So this is not something I talk about often, but it really helps if you can actually, keep a little track in your calendar or wherever, you keep your life in order. Just keep track of the days that you go. Technically speaking, you should have a little check mark every single day for the month. And that's what I want you to look out for. And I want you to crave wanting to see that check mark. I want you to get so obsessed with having that done that it would irk you if you didn't do it. And last but not least is daily visualizations of that person, of her. Visualize her daily. See the woman in your mind of the woman you're becoming. Feel her confidence. Feel how she shows up, how she walks into a room. What is she wearing? What does she smell like? What do her nails look like? Is she wearing makeup? Is her hair done? Does she have jewelry on? Just practice visualizing her and make it juicy, like make it so fun to think about her. When you stop starting over, something magical happens. You realize there is no on or off track. There's just you getting better every day. It's just you living to the best that you can, living in excellence, not perfection. You feel proud. You start to believe yourself again. And before you know it, you wake up one morning and you realize you are that dream woman that you've always wanted to be. You can be. You literally can start today. You literally can decide today, I am that woman. I am that woman that works out every single day. You can start with that. Start with a 5 minute walk. I'm that woman that works out every day and just do 5 minutes. And now you are a woman that works out every day. Super simple. So that's the sexy rich body mindset. And that is the shift I want you guys to make. So here's your homework. I want you to pick one promise to keep for yourself this week, just one, and keep it no matter what, no matter what. And I encourage you to start with, if you're not, especially if you're not someone who works out daily, I want you to start with 5 minutes of walking every single day. No matter what, you are going to get up and you are going to walk for 5 minutes a day. If you do more, great, more power to you. But if you do, like, let's say 30 minutes today and think that that 30 minutes makes up for the rest of your week, no, it doesn't work like that. It has to be daily, even on Saturdays, even on Sundays. Okay? No excuses. If you have kids, strap them in the stroller and take them with you. Everyone can even Everyone can do 5 minutes, even if you have to leave them with your husband. Your husband can handle the kids for 5 minutes. Just go, get your walk in, do 5 minutes. I promise you, once you start building that habit, everything will change for you. Okay? So if you are ready to step into this identity fully, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and let me know in the comments what's the promise that you're making to yourself right now. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.